So
This meeting is being recorded.
let's see. Got it here. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, so beautiful leaders of our Jafra USA. And is part of our strategic plan to 2023 to grow our leaders and our consultants. And our
music
I
things.
hear,
Play with the musicals. They're going to be
you
going
help me?
away.
Can you help me, Jackie?
Play with those little musical things.
Everyone
over there.
mute, please.
Thank you. So I will restart myself. So thank you everyone for joining us this morning. And one of the great news that I would like to share with you that is part of this strategic plan to grow 2023 comes with an amazing support, for our general market. Is one of our goals as a nation is to be able to continue to grow our leader base with the strategies in place and with the upcoming modernization, as we go through these updates and all of our digital assets, as well as um, part of our commercial strategy. I would like to share with you that we make some enhancements and also transformation to the geography of the regions in Jafra USA. And you being the leaders and part of the key team that supports lineage across the nation, not only in our general market, but several of you have leaders and consultants also in the Hispanic market. We want to share with you this before we officially send the official communication from our home office. So a couple of the changes that took place January 3rd have two impacts. One, the first is that we went in our Hispanic regions from 7 to 5 regions. And in our general market, we went from 1 region to 2 regions. So you can see here the map, and I know that this is in a way music to your ears when you see that Jackie Geisinger has the opportunity to mentor and continue to partner with all of you, but at the same time to get a support that will also enhance the experience and the growth expected for our not just general market, but also our Spanish speaking regions. So with that, you probably can go back to 2021 when Jackie had a partner in business, let's say, which was at that time Luz Miller. And I know that together, Jackie and Luz Miller did amazing things, and they had a great partnership supporting the leaders across the nation. They had their own focus, but they were able to support each other in many other ways as they were running a virtual model. As we went into 2022, we started to build that hybrid, but we intended to be able to get to the 60-70% in person. Regardless of how much effort we put, we know that we only had one Jackie, and she still had to split her time in a profitable way to impact and to support each one of you. So with this new restructure, and you can see, you probably are thinking, oh, Texas, it's in blue. And, we have Texas, it that looks like it should be towards the west because right now we're just calling it West and East. There's a reason for, when you see the realignment the way it is. We look for every way possible to make it manageable with number of leaders per region. Since leaders is the main focus of our coaches, to partner with all of you. We know that you are the channel to your lineage, which are our consultants. And not to say that they don't conduct, that training with consultants and what have you, but their main goal and responsibility will continue to be to coach and develop our existing leader base and to grow side by side with you our new leader base. So when you see here the structure, you probably are also thinking, so who will be running the East and who will be running the West? So we have a brand new asset to support all of this transition internally, from the BI perspective, from the analytics team, and also at that time, Juan Carlos, who helped us look at potential by state, potentials by market. So those were a couple of things that we use. So I'm talking about, you probably have heard of other tools like Tableau and many other ways to do a little bit of the analytical part of this. So it was not just number of leaders, but also potential to grow markets. So with that, we started to look for talent. And you know that Carolee comes from a strong market that grew exponentially, rapidly, and had the ability also to inspire leaders to go beyond, the regular direct sales model, but to really utilize social selling. So with all of that, she also introduced us to an amazing leader. So we went through interview process. We interviewed several candidates and very talented potential business development coaches. We got to interview and found a diamond that Carolee had also the opportunity to see grow and was part of that success story for this amazing, Perfectly Posh team that she worked with and led from the field. So I'd like to introduce Jackie Pepe, who was at the level of an ambassador when you compare lineage from Jafra to Perfectly Posh. And Jackie took a step to jump from the independent side of the business to join and groom also new lineage that can join under all of you, that can inspire new leaders, but also partner and learn from all of you. And without further ado, because I don't want to steal the thunder from her own introduction, I would like to turn it over to Jackie Pepe to introduce herself to all of you. Jackie.
Hi, everybody.
Rosario, excuse me, will you take your screen down, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, there are all your faces. Hello, everybody. My name's Jackie, so you get double trouble, gorgeous Jackie squared, which can get confusing, but we'll work through it. It'll be fine. Also, bear with me, my voice, I lost my voice a week and a half ago and it's barely come back. So I don't usually sound like this. But I wanted to say hi, and I wanted to share with you sort of where I come from and who I am and what I'm great at and what I'm here to help you do. So I do, like Rosario said, I come from the field. I come directly from the field. I decided to join you guys based on all the beautiful things that I've seen about your company. It's the heritage and the history here is so rich and so beautiful. And the stories that you guys tell about self-care are gorgeous. And I'm so excited to be a part of that with you. A little history about me. I joined direct sales a little bit more than a decade ago. I built a business at one company. It wasn't the perfect fit for me. So I joined Perfectly Posh, where I came from very recently. I built to the level of your district director in about 9 months. And I promoted to ambassador about 6 months after that. So I come from fast growth. I come from e-consultants. We didn't carry inventory. We don't mess around with a ton of ephemera. We come as we are, who we are, sharing the things that we're passionate about, the things that I feel deep in my guts are beautiful about direct sales. And I share authentically and openly with anyone that'll hear me. So oh gosh, I have notes because I didn't want to forget anything important. I come from that social selling model, and I know that feels, I've been you guys, right? I've gone through all kinds of changes. I've gone through growth and loss and lots of things that are really frightening. So I've been you in this situation. So please know that I'm not here to tell you that everything you've done to this point is wrong. I'm here to tell you that you've done everything right. And I'm here to help you see my way of doing it, and we can marry our ways together. I don't ever want anyone to feel like I'm telling you what to do in a negative way. If I'm sharing my experience, I'm sharing my experience from the field, from the front lines where you are. I'll never ask you to do anything I haven't done and wouldn't do myself. Okay? I have never carried inventory. And if you'll believe me, I've never really, other than a catalog, sent a piece of paper to a customer ever. So I'm here to help you guys work through the loss of your brochures, to help you work through how to better utilize tools that you're going to have going forward. Okay. I am an expert at making everything a party. I have a lot of fun. I always share recognition joyfully. I share my teams joyfully. Everything that I do comes from a place of wanting everyone around me to feel happy and to be better and to be the best version of themselves. I love parties, you guys. I come from a party plan. I live for a Facebook party. I live for an in-person party. Any kind of events that we can get to share product, get product on people. My enthusiasm is deep, okay? I share everything from a place of desperately wanting everyone to feel as awesome as they can possibly feel, okay? Direct salespeople are my people. I understand that we have something special inside of us that creates big magic wherever we go, okay? I don't care if you are 18 or 88. Everything we do is special and magical because we decide we have to do it. We are in full control of everything we do. I believe in direct sales. I believe in Jafra, okay? All of the history and all of the work that I've been doing to get to this meeting right here shows me that I'm in the right place. And I hope that you can trust me to help you. I trust you to show me what works and where your holes are. What do you need? Let me help you. But you have to tell me, because I can't read minds, which I've been working on it. I can't. So tell me what's missing. Let me fill in the gaps where I can. Trust me, I trust you already. I trust Jackie Geisinger like you would not believe. She's been an amazing coach for me so far. And I'm here to help you guys. So please let me be your biggest cheerleader and let's do some fun stuff together.
Jackie, can you please share, because to me, I mean, you can imagine when we posted the position, the number of people in the industry that we interview. And she had a little bit of eyes into my agenda, and not just the schedule of, trying to get her also through HR and all the other levels of um, management for the interview. So we had an extensive number of people that were interested in joining and especially growing our general market. Um, when we met Jackie, we fall in love immediately with her. However, we still had to go through this. But one thing that I learned, Jackie, as I was interviewing you, I felt like I was here 5 years ago when I met Jackie Geisinger, and Jackie was telling me her story and how she made the decision to move from working, directly under Beatrice, and so being supported and trained by all the beautiful leaders here also in Jafra, and then working with Janet Flores. I mean, like when she was telling me all this story, I felt that, and I told you, Jackie Geisinger, I was pinching myself because I thought, is it real? Is it real that 5 years after I'm hearing like the same story? But something that was very impressed also is not just the title, but the number of people that she was able to inspire and to guide. And she did everything from her home, because when I asked her, so tell me, how many times were you traveling? So when she shared with me the time she was out in the field, she attended all of the corporate events. That's what I took away once she described all the places that she would have been, in a year and in person. So I thought, So I started to understand, her strength came from social selling, the true model of direct sales under social selling. But she had the ability to build such strong relationships. But I also love when she shared, no matter where I go, because everywhere I go, I'm in business every minute of it, going to doctor's visits, going to the market, going on vacation. It didn't matter where I was always the brand at the same time. So, very similar. It was almost like a copy and paste Jafra Jackie story. Jafra Jackie Geisinger story. So share, Jackie, Pepe,
Yeah.
the number of leaders and consultants you had in your lineage, please.
So I had about 2,500 people in my team. It's hard to pull out because as I've been learning your comp plan, and maybe Jackie and I will share this later, but I had a very interesting setup in comparison to the way that you all run your businesses. But I had about 2,500 folks who trusted me to share all of the important news and all of the important training that we built together. And in that time, we were about a $10 to $12 million team. So I'm not coming from pennies, friends. I've built big teams and done big things with those big teams. We had a lot of leaders. I raised at least 3 other folks to that ambassador level alongside me. We were all working together and really digging in together. And then, countless managers. As I pulled it apart today with Jackie, we'll share later, but countless managers coming out of my direct line, my central branch, if you will. So it's truly, I have a lot. I'm young, I know that, but I have a lot of experience building in a way that worked very well for me as a young mom at the time. I have 3 kids, you guys. My daughter is about to turn 10. My middle child is a boy, he's 7, and I have a 5-year-old. So all my kids are in elementary school. My time is precious because they are precious. And so I've protected my time with them by working smart and working hard and working in a way that allowed me to be their mom too.
Well, I hope you have then an opportunity, those of you that will be under Jackie to Regen, to get closer and be able to create that business relationship. I'm going to share the rest of the transformation, for the Spanish speaking region, so that you can see the impact also in some of your lineages that I know that you have Spanish speaking consultants and leaders in the Hispanic regions. So let me go ahead and share again. But before I do that, I know Jackie Geisinger, you're dying to say a few words about Jackie Pepe, and don't think that Jackie has been here for months. She actually joined officially. The team met her on January 3rd and has already been amazing. And we know that her knowledge, her excitement, her enthusiasm, her passion will also transfer into our Hispanic regions, because everything we do it is the line of one, so we all work together and we benefit from skills, talents, and learnings. So let me turn it over to you, Jackie, before I go back to the slides.
Thank you so much. All right. Amber Region, open mics. Are you ready to scream and go nuts? Let's scream and welcome Jackie! Woo! Yeah. It is true. It's true. You have Jackie squared. Look out. Oh my gosh. So there's
Welcome, Jackie. Welcome.
I know.
Welcome.
Jackie 1, Jackie 2.
Yeah.
No,
Welcome.
I know. We are so excited. Yes, we have spent almost every day together since she started, and hours, and we are just so excited with what we each know, what we each have to learn from each other and learn with you. And we just have a whole new vision. There's nothing better. You know how fun it is when we have a partner in success. And I just feel that this is just a gift. Rosario, great job to the team. And I know for this English market, we are going to rock. We are so incredibly excited. We are just like with Hispanic region and English regions, we are one. We are in unison, and we are going to try all things new. We are going to listen to you, as Jackie said, and I just feel so lucky to have Jackie as my partner. So you can call us, they're already naming us J&J, Jackie,
Yeah.
Jackie Square, Jackie G, Jackie P. We're just the Jack team, right? So we're here to jack this USA up. That's what we do. So I am just so proud and excited. And we get together on Zoom every morning. We're like, oh, this is going to be so good. Imagine this, imagine that. So look out. Here we come. We are just going to have fun. And Jackie, we just are so excited to learn from you. And we've already got a really cool workshop we're going to do together, so you can learn again. What did Jackie do? How does that compare? And just, again, you're going to teach her the comp plan. So we're going to do this together, and you're going to be the teachers with us, and we're going to grow and learn together. So stay tuned. We're going to ask for input on some of your needs, how we do this, because we also know the beauty of the whole USA. As you saw, Luce and I, we had, again, separate things we did, and we did things together because we're one family. And so we do want to always be able to be together. I do want to just mention the events coming up. I saw somebody ask that. We're super happy you asked that. So Jackie will be in North Carolina. Absolutely. As you know, that's part of her MAP market, as Rosario is going to share. So she will be in North Carolina. I will not be at that one, but it will be your Luce Miller will be there. Mercedes, she will be there with Jackie. And then you will also see that we will both be together in Chicago. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rosario.
So that was part of my next,
Beautiful.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
That
Thank
was
you.
my next slide.
Yes, so she will be, again, I will be in Dallas and I will be in Chicago, and Jackie will be in North Carolina, and together with myself in Chicago, okay? So you will be able to meet her in person. So gives even more reason to keep on registering people for that event. So anyway, so we are just excited. It's gonna be a memorable year and a year of growth, like really, truly, your loyalty and love has kept you here for. So get your seatbelts on, because we will be Jackie Squared, jacked up, ready to go to grow you. That's bottom line what we do. When you grow, you make our jobs and excitement of what we do, which is a joy every single day. So I'm going to take that back to Miss Rosario so we can wrap up and take it from here, Rosario.
So Jackie, one of the reasons why I put this in the presentation is because I want to also give you some background. Our quarterly region events are not tours. So I want to clarify that so that we all understand that this is part of the change in the strategy on how we partner in 2023. So what you will see is that when we announce quarterly events, your regions, all of the regions will work as one. So we will do bilingual. And as we build these events, we will get to the point that based on the RSVPs, this is why the importance of RSVP, we will have the headsets to be able to have the simultaneous translation. Okay, so please don't expect or wait until you hear directly from Jafra USA Communication for these invites. Who is responsible to share this information? Your coaches, just the same way they share their business meetings, okay? The only difference with the quarterly region event is that they're partnering with our Hispanic region. So in this event, each quarterly event, you will see a representation of our general market and representation from our Hispanic market. And the kickoffs for this quarter, we announced during December that the top 3 cities with the most sales over the month of October, we're going to have the opportunity to have in person our CEO. So after we close the numbers, this is why you didn't see that we release the locations, because we needed to wait for that to be able then to book and get into Carolee's agenda, schedule, calendar, and be able to bring her with us to those top 3 cities. And yes, there was a combination of sales from the general market and Hispanic market. So the 3 cities or states we'll start with, the state of California earned that, but when we look at regions, South and North, Southern California earned the presence of our CEO. I want to reiterate for all of you beautiful leaders, this is not a tour, but it is a 2.5 hours event, because now the way we're going to do field recognition will happen at the beginning of every quarter. Okay, so then the second and third month of each quarter will be focused on the how-tos. So 2 important things that happen on the kickoffs. 1 is the recognition. 2, and there, I'm not saying it in order of importance, okay? So both are is important. The second one is all of the tactical and how we implement. So tactics and implementation of what we launch at the beginning of each quarter. So for instance, you saw us launching the first of the month, this January, what it will carry us for the next 4 months. So practically all first quarter. which is the incentive trip. So what we do during this meeting, the quarterly event, will have to focus on continuing how do we get to Hawaii. So it is always the two channels. What do we have from a sales perspective, and what do we have to invite others? Then the recognition. So that's why we know that it's going to take that average of the 2.5 hours. We will have our field be part of this process. So in each event, we have 3 testimonials, not only the success story, but the how to. So how do I use the tool to get me to achieve my goal? So this is a little bit of shift of how we've been working on with field events. So just restating, when you hear your coaches talk about quarterly event, will be a joint team. We will evolve to have simultaneous translation with headsets as we see what is the average attendance. All these locations are with an average of a max of about 200 people. So again, this is just focus. It's thought of supporting in person a number of leaders and consultants that are in the area. Florida is the only location because in Tampa, it's a smaller audience. We continue to build. That location has about 100. In New York, we have about 160. So I just want to invite all of you to, whether you are going to one of the cities or not, that you encourage your people to go and just RSVP through the link. This will help us to start to make changes and to keep it fun, manageable, and also well represented for both regions. Okay, so Jackie already mentioned a little bit where she's going to be. Carolee will be in LA. She will be in Dallas, and she will be in Charlotte. Okay, those are the 3 cities that earned the contest to have Carolee with us in the field. Josh Mikkel, who is our new Vice President of Sales, will try to join as many events as possible. We have to always keep open his agenda in case he needs to support from home office when Carolee is not in the home office. So this is why we don't want to put a guarantee where he will be. I add him to all the locations. For sure, I know that he cannot be in LA nor in San Jose, because if everything works fine, he will be supporting us in Tampa. I will be supporting San Jose while he's in Tampa. So just high level of how these quarterly events are going to enhance who we bring and to these meetings, and also how do we grow together, both regions. And so the last thing is, as I showed the maps, you see, I mentioned Texas, but I missed Minnesota. So when you look at Minnesota to California, Washington, Hawaii, Jackie Geisinger is our leader for the West Coast. When you look at the East, Texas, to the Tri-City, up north, Florida, including Puerto Rico, if there are any general market English speaking, because it's more English speaking language in the region, then they will be under Jackie Pepe. Okay, all of this communication will take place. The expectation is that we are able to release this to the entire JAFRA US this week. We're still going through the preparation of reports and also the artwork, if you will, all of the digital assets that have to go along with this communication. Of course, Jackie and now Jackie Pepe, they always filter all of your needs, your concerns, but also things that are going well in the market. And we are your voice with the next level and our management teams. But at the same time, please feel free, at any time, as several of you do, to come directly. I am available also to support through all this transition, but Jackie Geisinger has been representing you very well in all of my executive summary that I've been providing to my bosses, Josh and Carolee. You are represented in all the concerns that you've been sharing. So I just want to make sure that I address that too. We also not only been sharing the concerns of impacts in the transition, but also the solutions that you have come up with. So this is what it's all about. It's not only, staying or waiting for an internal solution, but I'm very appreciative and I'm very proud to see how we don't get stuck as much as we are able, and we have the right to share how each of us may be feeling. And from that point of concern or opportunity, then we're all supporting and helping, within the transition. One thing that I want to reiterate is the strategy, the commercial strategy that you're seeing, the weekly launches. Those strategies won't come back in a second or third or fourth week in the month. So for instance, this week you're seeing that is fragrance week, like it would have been on a January brochure preparation to Valentine's. You will see, I can't give you details, but you will see a balance, because then we'll have a skincare week and with those tools. So this is not for you to please share. I'm giving you information that we feel we can share with this level of leadership. Okay, so I just want to reiterate that this information I'm sharing with you, it's because I'm also seeing the feedback that you are providing us, and what I have been also working, with Jackie and speaking, on your behalf and sharing, the summary of those concerns, but also solutions that you have put in place. So with that, Jackie Square, if there's any questions that I missed here in the chat while I was presenting, or if there's anything else from your teams, from your point of view, leaders, please, I'm open to share. It says here, Jeff from Mexico has a very nice, okay, let me go back. Jeff from Mexico has a very nice monthly e-brochure. Wish USA could be a little bit more like that one. Okay, I'll take that back, Linda. I have my meeting with Josh and with tomorrow, but we still very close, and we bring Ali, our VP of marketing, into our meetings too. Last week, very quickly, we had a meeting with her and with Andrea, and we share immediately. We're not waiting until we have meetings. Important things and some of the suggestions or feedbacks are shared. We have a channel where we can be immediately putting out there some of these important tools or assets that can enhance the transition. Knowing what weekly products emphasize would help us plan our weeks. I understand, Janet, that this is a culture that we come from in our previous strategy. And I definitely will take this as your voice, Janet. I understand the concern as to why not releasing earlier, as we used to when we used to see our brochure, the 15, and I see that comment, Janet, comes along that line. When we used to have our brochure, we were able to get it, you know, or buy it on the 15th of the prior month, and that will allow us to present. So I'll take that back, Janet. Okay. So team, we look forward to seeing you in these upcoming events. You will see Frontline, our CEO, you will see Frontline, or, you know, front row, VIP seating, you know, our VIP of sales, and most of the locations, I can tell you that he's trying to go with me to every single one across the nation, but I just don't want to promise you, because as I share, if something changes, I don't want to build expectations from your end, but the ones that I could confirm that right now we're working on 100% is that he will do everything it takes to be in Tampa, because he will be supporting Luz Mercedes. And then you will see Carolee and the 3 cities I mentioned. Our clients receive this weekend emphasis. Let me read again.
Right.
Sorry.
It's
It just showed up.
they're getting emails. If they are a client on a website, Rosario,
Yep.
just so everybody knows the topic. If they are a client, they have purchased from the website, then Jafra is sending them that same graphic that you get with the offer, and Janet is sharing that helped her.
Yes.
Each week they're getting it? That's what I wasn't sure. If
Okay.
it was just the beginning of the
Okay.
month, or if
Okay.
they got it each week. That hasn't been.
The beginning of the month, Janet,
Yes.
but I am going to share with Andrea, because I've been getting some feedback that it will be good if we can do it more than once. Okay.
Mhm.
So I did get that feedback from a couple of other calls. So today we're sending that at the beginning of the month.
Mhm.
Okay. So I will have Andrea give us more specific information on that particular question, Janet. And I will have her add it into, we have a chat, an internal chat. We call it Team Awesome. So very quickly, our BDCs can share with all of you some information. Jackie probably saw that she shared with me on Saturday. I had a meeting with Andrea on Sunday, and the very first thing they saw Monday morning, they saw some responses and solutions. So what I am just conveying to you, team, is that we're not sitting in our laurels waiting. You know, it's, if I feel that the feedback you're giving us, we agree internally that we can call each other if it's needed, so that we react before we start the week, Janet. So I will take that back so that we can give you more concise and information, concise and that is congruent, you know, through all channels for Spanish and English. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So
Rosario,
just Brenda.
really quick, would it be possible at all that in the future, maybe we can get a heads up on what's coming for Monday, Sunday? Because on Monday, and maybe it's just me, I have to scramble and figure out what I'm going to send out to my clients, my downline. So I know it can't be sooner. I get it. I understand. But it would really be awesome if we could get maybe, Sunday, that if possible. Thank you for taking my question.
Thank you, Brenda. I will take, and those are aligned the same topic, right? What Janet is asking, what you are asking. I think it's all about how can we plan and prepare better our strategies. Because
Mhm.
once we receive the strategy of the month, then we can also be ready to do the kickoff with all of our teams, you know, from the leader side. So I take that. Thank you for that feedback. And we will let you know what can be done or when. One other thing I just want to share in my closing here. a lot of these changes you're seeing, team, is in preparation to a transformation in the system. Because in order for us to align with many of the things that you know that are needed from a social selling side, which is being able to create coupons, being able to, be a real social selling, company, we need to update ourselves. And the more we hold in some of these strategies that we had in the system, we continue to hold hostage, let's say, the reporting process, because a lot of this is done manually. We had people programming, from 11 to 4 a.m., like when you're asleep. Like a lot of these things are not, don't allow us to move into the future. So this had to happen fast so that we move fast. Josh you have no idea. He is already so ahead with the interviews, and he started in December, the moment he started, but he's already been assessing and working with companies that can support us from a system perspective. So this team is, painful it may feel, is to get us really fast into where you need in order for us to be able to implement everything that it's out there from a social selling side. Okay, so I think I wanted to, just mention that last thing is a respect, for you as a leader, to know that we're listening to you, and that you have everything you're sharing to Jackie is coming to us. Okay, so that is the channel. Continue to use that channel. And as we close, welcome again, Jackie, Pepe. We are looking forward, to learn from you. And I know you are a student at the same time, and you have the best team here.
Thank you. I realized I forgot to tell you guys something very important, and that's where I live. I live in upstate New York, in Eastern New York, just south of Saratoga Springs, outside of Albany. So you New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Vermonters, hi, we're here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing with us today, Rosario. Thank you so much for giving us all the updates. And again, please keep the channel of communication going through the business coaches. And we do. Don't think we don't share what you share. We do. We promise you we do. And we will continue to do that, because we do listen, but we just go through a channel. So we appreciate that. We look forward to seeing all of you at the event. Jackie P, look out. We're going to have fun. You're going to be stuck with us all month long. And we are just so fortunate and lucky to have you. So thank you again. And beautiful leaders, make it a great week. I will be out of the office just as we end. I leave tomorrow morning. I'm gone. I will be gone for 1 week. And I am checking out. I'm not checking in. So
Good for you.
I
Get
am
out of
not.
here.
So Rosario, did you hear that? I'm not, okay? No, she knows if she needs me, I'm here. But I really won't be. Jackie will be added to our Facebook group now and our WhatsApp group, and she's all well-versed and she knows all the above, and she can't wait to meet you all. And so she'll be doing some outreach calls this week. So
And Jackie already built her Facebook business page, so
We
as she starts
know.
to integrate.
True.
we
Yes.
If you see
know.
this mug, go ahead and say hi.
Yeah, you're gonna see her face all over now. So look out, she's coming. So I love it. Go ahead, Lisa. Thank you.
Okay, am I understanding correctly that Jackie Pepe, I hope I didn't butcher your name, sorry.
You got it, girl. That's it.
Am I understanding correctly that New Jackie is going to have just be in with Amber Region WhatsApp and not going to have a separate WhatsApp?
For now, we're just keeping what we have through the month, Lisa, because between events and my vacation and onboarding, we're staying where we are this month, and then we flip. And we will
Okay.
work in that process to have the 2 different regions and yet some things together. So her and I will make those strategies as we can this month.
So whose region is whose? You're both on the East
Oh,
Coast.
I'm east.
No.
Oh, you're
No.
East.
Mhm. I live in the
Thank you.
Midwest in Minnesota, so I take that corner and I go to the west and
Oh, you're
she's the
Minnesota.
blue on the East Coast.
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
blue.
So East Jackie and West Jackie.
Yeah.
You got it. I know. We're like, okay, this is awesome. So
Is there a new name for the region?
no. So that's a funny one too, right, Rosario? So yeah, so we're in the process. We won't be called the Amber Region. We are looking at what we do with the names of the region. Do we just call the state so you can name your branches and district, right? So we will look at that because we have the 5 different regions in the Hispanic market and then the 2 like that. So, but they're very, where they are is where they are, the Northeast, the, Southeast, all of that. And so we're just taking a look. Do we just call it the territory? Do we come up with creative names? I love it when it's your theme of your team and we are where we are, but we'll ask, I don't know. That's just me. I think I love your team names. We got BBN out there. We've got your branch names, you got district names. So we are in that discussion and we will certainly take feedback in the WhatsApp group if you'd like have some creative names to regions. We will take a look at that today, just since we talked about it. So thank you for asking. And then we will announce all of that. We'll have the maps, we'll have everything, as Rosario said, launched out for you yet this week, and even more so again, live at the event. So if you can get to these events, go live, it's worth the drive. That's all I've got to say. They're going to be awesome. So anyway, anyone else before we go? Okay, thank you so much for being spontaneous and coming together in a great group. We just look forward to a phenomenal new we in 23. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Love it, Helen. Here we come. Hawaii, here we come.